Good day, everyone. This is Junaid Khan, and I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. Plus, I am also representing my clients to Immigration Refugee Board as well. What is an invitation letter? So, invitation letter is basically supposed to be a letter which a person who is Canadian or living in Canada or any country, if they're applying for these countries' application, they can basically invite somebody to come over and stay with them, which actually gives an impression to the immigration officer that there is somebody in Canada who really want this person to be to come and visit them and spend some time with them. So now there are all sort of, I have seen people writing different sort of invitation letters, but the information invitation letter must have should be the person who is inviting, their information, if they're working, their job information, their addresses, the people who are they living with, like their own family in Canada, like wife and kids and parents if they're living, and then if they can provide some information about their financials. And the most important part in invitation letter is that how this person is related to you. Let's suppose if I have to call my brother to come in Canada and see me on a visit visa, then this is a legitimate relation, and a person who is applying a visit visa application should also include a document which shows the legitimacy of the relationship between me and my brother. Let's suppose the family registration certificate, FRC if you're applying from Pakistan, and if you're applying from India, there are information which they can get from their government to show the family tree, and so forth. In different countries they have different sort of documents which actually shows the family tree and show the relation between the two. So invitation letter, in my opinion, should be written in a way that the person who is writing an invitation letter, the person in Canada who's writing an invitation letter, should include all of this information. Also mention what is the purpose of that person to be here and why he is inviting or she is inviting the person from the other country to see them at this point of time, and what is the importance of this meeting. If the invitation letter is family based, if someone is calling their blood relatives, their parents, their brothers, their sisters, siblings, or a family relative, a close relative, a friend, so you can actually provide an invitation letter to any of them, but you also mention your relationship to the person who you are inviting, and the person who is actually putting this invitation letter in their application should also write about some stuff for the invitee in their statement of purpose. So invitation letter should also explain the details of the person they're calling from. So let's suppose I am an applicant and I want an invitation letter from a person in Canada. So the person in Canada should write about all of this information about themselves, and then also include the relation between the person they're calling to Canada as well. Important information here, for the invitation letter, there is a huge misconception about the invitation and sponsorship as well. I am trying to make a full video about this particular topic, but again, if a person from Canada is giving an invitation letter to anybody to put in their visit visa application, they're not liable for their actions because they're not sponsoring them, they're just inviting them, and end of the day it's on the immigration if they want to settle it down or not. So this is what the invitation letter is. The person from Canada can also write an invitation letter with all the details I have mentioned before, and they can just sign it and give it to the person and put it in the application. It is important, I feel like, that if you do have an invitation letter, you should also have some sort of ID of that person as well to confirm and clarify more details and the legitimacy of the invitation letter from Canada. So this is about the invitation letter. Some people also testify from the lawyers and the paralegals in Canada as well. They sometimes notarize their invitation letter as well, which is also a good deal. But if you just add an ID to the invitation letter, then that ID must do the same thing as well.